So today, I know y'all been wanting to talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Yeah. Big Block, LS, the real conversation. Let's talk about it. Man, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like, it's been a long week. My kids ain't been able to sleep at home last couple nights, man. Miss my kids, just miss, like, a lot. Thinking about, like, what I'm gonna do. I know a lot of us in that area in our life, we just think, like, what's next? I gotta make something shake, I gotta make something happen, you know what I mean? So everybody, we made it late. We made it late, man. All right, just drop that trailer. Let it go through the settings. Bring it on up. Yes, sir. He waiting on me to get out the way. He right there, so. Go ahead and detach from that trailer. Woo, this that late night Big Block talk. Really early morning, what I'm talking about. I'm happy to talk about the big blocks. I'm happy to talk about these LSs, the LTs, because, bro, like, I'm not gonna even lie, like, especially these LTs, these LSs, like, you can really build them up to make some power. Nothing can really, like, compare to what you can do to the big block. The LSs these days make more sense for a lot of people. A lot of these people that are having these conversations about the LSs and the big blocks are not really track racers. They just people like having a certain application for a street build. But we about to get into that conversation. Loads coming in, loads coming out. I need me a facility like this. I'm literally running late. I'm not gonna make no excuses though. Gotta knock this workout out. Go get London. For anybody that don't know me, man, I stay in Indiana in the 219 area. That's why my garage ain't done yet. That's why it's not painted. I look like how I look right now, okay? It'll be getting it. I was pretty much getting, if you look at the old videos when I told you I was gonna start cleaning up all that mess over here. I use Christmas toys, by the way. A lot of this stuff is already ready to go. It's like just stacked up, ready to go. I was getting everything prepped for next year. So when next year come, everything, all this stuff probably gonna be gone before the end of January, before the winter even over with. So I'll be ready to paint and hook up everything in here in the man cave and stuff when, bro, got snow. So this what we mean, all of us that stay like Gary, East Chicago, Hammond, Chicago. East Chicago is like it's right here in Indiana, next door to Hammond and Gary in Illinois. Maryville, Lake Station, you know what I'm saying, Michigan City, all that stuff. Like everybody around this area, Crown Point, wherever, St. John, you know, Midwest type shit. You feel me? It's cold out here. We about to get to this big block in LS Talk, though. I just had my tripod. Hold on, y'all. Did I put it in my pocket? All right, so don't forget. She's still here. She hibernating. Big block, 425. For all y'all big block lovers out there, it's all original on here, as you can see. Haven't changed anything in here besides the battery. You got the battery tender on there. It's full right now. You know what I'm saying? So this how I'm coming, you know what I mean? Original for right now. For right now. Might keep that motor in there. Hey, ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. I was trying to see if something looked moist down there. I think it's like some oil. If I do get some things done, most definitely I'll get another oil pan, put on there, more thicker, better heat, you know, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. An oil pan that help, what's the word, reciprocate or whatever, get the heat, release the heat out, like a cast iron, aluminum one. But let's get into that talk, y'all. Let me put my phone on the tripod real quick. I'll just let y'all know the Cadillac still here. She ain't going nowhere. We're getting more Lacs, more Chevys, all that stuff like as time goes on. You know this. It's never as cold in the garage as it is outside, so that's why I came in the garage. Y'all see I got my overall bibs on. They keep me nice and warm. So let's talk about it. First of all, whether you should go with a big block or a LS. LTs, for anybody that don't know, LTs are just the LT series of the LS motors, the LS family. So they're most definitely in the LS family. They're just the LT series, the LS motors. Big blocks are not small blocks. So first off, start with, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to be a racer? Are you trying to be a street racer? Are you trying to just have a nice cruiser? Are you trying to win cool points? Or are you just trying to follow everybody else? A lot of y'all trying to follow everybody else and y'all like to go with the LT or the LS. Y'all want to go big turbo, twin turbo, pro charger, supercharger. A lot of y'all don't got the money to do it. Y'all getting the LSs out the junkyard and y'all, you know what I'm saying, cleaning them up and painting them up. Some of y'all not even doing that. Y'all just like throwing them right into your old school. And if it run, cool. And I got nothing against that. First off, you got people who are real racers. Their cars don't have fenders or none of that. Their cars are straight pipes. Straight pipes that are braced. They brace the whole vehicle out. Just pipes, a seat, a drive shaft, a steering wheel, pedals, a few wires, a motor, trans, and some big ass wheels and some loud ass exhaust on them. Those vehicles are light as hell. They don't have music in them. They don't have glass on it. They don't have none of that stuff. They're super light. They're running off slick tires. For anybody that don't know what that is, you can Google that. This is not a video for slick tires. They are trying to fly down the goddamn track as fast as possible. So fast, they cheeks come back. Those people working with lighter weight like that, they can gamble with a big block. Some of them people are putting big blocks with heavy ass blowers on them and everything. They actually get a car a little more weight to get traction because the vehicle is so light. They can help it hook up better and get down the track. So guys like that might want to go with those big blocks. A lot of them go with big blocks. They do. You don't usually see race cars like that with an LS motor on it. You know what I'm saying? They most definitely hitting it with a big block. Big blocks, especially depending on how you build them, naturally aspirated. You can get 1,000 horsepower out of a big block and it'll really run great. Like You stuff some parts into a small block and it naturally aspirated, got 1,000 horsepower. I'm gonna tell you right now, that motor probably ain't gonna last that long. If you can manage to do that, that motor is not gonna last. It's overworking itself to the max. So just keep that in mind. Also, you just want to be a street racer. You got a lot of people, like I'm over in like Midwest area or whatever. I'm close to obviously people like what's the YouTubers names that y'all know, like Cooley Be Coolin', Bag Talk, Big Lou, Turbo Joe. You know them like the main guys. It's way more guys than them out there that's hitting it, and that's just in the Illinois area. We got some guys out here that like to race in Indiana. It's a lot of guys, you know what I'm saying? I know a guy, even Transman Dan, he holds the record for the Corvettes right now. So I believe he holds the records for those. There's different type of races as well. You want to be a street racer? Excuse me, I would most definitely tell you, you could go with a big block or you can go with a LS. Both, just depending on how it's built. This big block right here is original. The intake, the heads, and the block is cast iron. That's a lot of weight. I would have to, if I wanted to be a street racer and I wanted to keep this motor, I would most definitely get it rebuilt, and it would be rebuilt with some bigger, better flowing heads, aluminum heads. Of course, the block is gonna stay cast iron. And I would get an aluminum intake manifold for it, and I most definitely put some headers on him. This motor, if you do the research on the 425, it's got like military characteristics and like built into the motor and stuff. Like it's a lot of secrets about this motor that they did not. They were ahead of their time when they made this motor. Also, street racing, the LS is not bad at all either. You know what I'm saying? It's lighter weight. The big blocks gonna give you more torque at a lower RPM, help it get down the track. But those LSs will get or the street. But those LSs will get you down the street as well. You're gonna need that supercharger. You're gonna need that twin turbo. You're gonna need it to compete with a, you know what I'm saying, a big block. Depending on it, unless that big block is just not, you know, it's maxing out around 500-600 horsepower, and the LS maxing out somewhere around there as well, and y'all letting y'all miles get to y'all. Okay, you just want a cruiser. Now we talking. Big blocks, more worse on gas. Okay? Big blocks are more worse on gas. Poor fuel efficiency. Poor. Like, if I beef this thing up to about 300-something horsepower, which this will easily get there with a cam swap, headers, and a dual plane intake manifold, it'd be at 300-something horsepower. If I do that, this is already a 7.0 liter. Think about that. If I beef it up, I don't know, I'll probably get like 9 miles per gallon, 8 miles per gallon. And that's a premium gas. So the LSs, even when they get beefed up too, they burn more gas with that better fuel efficiency, especially on the highway. You get a few more miles out the gallons than the big blocks for sure. So that's a point that the LSs win. When it comes to fuel, when it comes to weight, do you want that weight in the front end or not? This more, like I said, it's all cast iron. So that's like an extra 200 pounds more than the LS motor. Do you want that extra 200 pounds sitting on your suspension or not? Do you think it'll hold you back or not? That's up to you, depending on what type of vehicle you want. I got a Cadillac Coupe de Ville. This is way heavier than a Cutlass Supreme. It's heavier. It's longer, it's bigger, it's heavier. So, you know what I'm saying? You could probably make, it just depends on what type of application you're working with. You're working with a little Camaro, 80-something Camaro, 70-something Camaro, 90-something Camaro. Those are lighter than this kind. You gotta think about what application you working with, that you want, what setup you want, and what kind of car are you driving. So as far as like the big blocks go, you want cool points, you go to big block. The sound that comes out of a big block, that's beefed up is nothing comparing to it. It's nothing comparing to it. The LSs do not sound as, I don't care if you, I got the same exact exhaust. It does not sound the same. All car guys know that. Please don't make yourself sound stupid saying something like that. They do not sound the same. The sound that you can get out of a real well-built big block, you will, any car show, any car meet, racetrack area, anywhere, you will get major cool points when they hear that. If the cool points are what you're looking for, if you got the money for a big block setup, get you a big block setup. Also, if you don't care about the gas, get you a big block setup. And I'm gonna let this be known, as long as the timing on those big blocks, because a lot of people be like, oh, I don't want to deal with the carburetor. You can make it fuel injected. They do have EFIs, and you can make it, you can get it, have it fuel injected without the EFI. You could just put a electric fuel pump on the line, so when you turn the key, you'll hear it, it'll be priming the motor up, and you don't have to pump the gas anymore. Like if you want to put automatic start on there or whatever, you can do that, and it does not cost a lot of money. You can actually do it yourself if you know how to wire it, and it'd probably take you 10 minutes if you got the right tools. So a lot of y'all talking about the carburetors. If those carburetors are tuned correctly, rebuild them, the kits inside of them, clean them out good, put the new kit inside. If you don't know what you're doing, go to somebody that knows how to tune them. If they're tuned right, if the timing is right, the oil is good, nothing's wrong with the motor, spark plug and wires are fresh, distributor up to date, is great, nothing's wrong with it, you're not misfiring, you don't have a fuel issue. Make sure if you got those old gas tanks, a lot of y'all try to paint the car and put the rims on or whatever, like start under the car with the suspension and the brake lines and the fuel lines. If you got a rusty gas tank, I put a brand new gas tank on here and a brand new sending unit. I do need to put a brand new fuel line on here if I do plan on keeping the motor. So that plays a part. You don't want no rust flowing through the fuel from the fuel line or the gas tank or the fuel, the sending unit. All that plays a part when that fuel is getting to that carburetor, going that motor and get those wheels spinning. Okay, so let's talk about LSs, LTs. The weight is lighter. Some of those motors, especially those 6.2s or whatever, you got some 6.0s out there as well. They have aluminum blocks, aluminum heads, plastic intakes. Come on, man, what we even talking about? That's way lighter than this. Also, just because it's lighter doesn't mean it can move faster. A big block eat up a lot of the motors. That's why the LS people, they have to put those superchargers and turbos on there to keep up. Okay, cool. I still like the LSs. I don't care, I'm a fan of both. Also, with the LS, fuel efficiency is better, weight is better. They're also reliable. Don't think, oh, I could crank this LS motor up and drive it all the way from Chicago to Texas and back and no problems. People can do the same thing with a big block as long as that cooling system is up to par with that big block setup. The cooling system has to be A1 for that LS application as well. As long as it can stay cool, it's gonna run. It's gonna run. Carburetor or fuel injected, it's gonna run. It's going to run, period. I don't care what nobody talking about. That's facts. Small block, big block, LS, LT, whatever you're talking about. It's going to, if that motor's going to run, it's going to run. Okay? Also, LSs, LTs, they are kind of exciting. Big blocks they seem like real cool, like, and the LS is like everybody's starting to like convert over to them. They've been converting over to them for some years now. You got people like Dunk Master that made it real. He made it way more popular when he came out with the Z71. We put the Z71 motor in there, or a Stingray motor in there at first, and then went to Z7. I'm not sure, for the you know what I'm saying, but Yeah, he did. He did that. People were doing it before him, and he took it to the next level. He took big rim racing to the next level. He was one of the first guys I seen like flying down the track with a LS dunk vert on 8s. Like I'm talking about like flying down there. Like I had never seen it on the internet or in person until him. So shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people then forgot about him because he's still on the scene. He just ain't he ain't popping his shit how he was before, but he's still popping his shit though. So shout out to him, Blue Magic, all them guys down there, Hollywood, was Macho. Who was that? CC. He used to be with Don't Master. Man, you got Two Fly down there, been doing it. Man, you got a lot of guys down there, been doing it. I not all like I can't even. I don't got time to name all of them, man. Boost Doctor, bro, come on, man. Don't make me start naming everybody. They made those LSs exciting. Those LTs exciting. They made them exciting. So if you do get an LS set up, and I know you're going to have some fun with it. You get a big block set up, you're going to have some fun with it. So my point of even just making this video is just to let y'all know, it don't, depending on what type of application, like are you trying to race, street racer, cruiser, or are you just trying to build a car? If you're trying to build a car, if you're trying to create a cruiser for you to go out and ride, or you with your partner, or you with your lady, or you with your kids, or even just trying to street race, build that car however you want to build it. If that's what you're trying to do, build that car however you want to build it. It don't matter if you lose a race, you still gonna love that car because you built that car how you wanted it. And back to the real track racers, the guys with like fiberglass and plexiglass on their cars and taking out the seats and taking out everything, air conditioner, power steering. They taking out windshield wiper motors and they taking out everything just to lighten up the car. Think smart on that, then. But if that's not up your lane, you just building a car, stop worrying about what everybody else is talking about and build your car how you want to build your car. I don't know, I can see my breath coming up. But build your car how you want to build your car, and you'll love it forever. Forever. And don't get it twisted with the frame all build, y'all. You don't have to go QA1 on the front end. Just to let y'all know that, because a lot of people don't want to spend that $3K plus on the vehicle. You don't have to go big disc brakes, but I would, and there's more companies than Wheelwood and Bear, okay? You got Power Stop, they're a little more cheaper. It's a lot of brands that are stopping the car better than the OE applications. And if you're not going with a super duper big rim, go back with the same brake system that you had on there and try to at least switch over to some drilled and slot OE rotors to help you stop better. That's it. Brand new brake lines. You know what I'm saying? Brand new, what's that, porcelain valve or whatever. Update that stuff, the brake booster. Make sure everything new. New calipers, new hoses, new cylinders. If you're going with the drums in the back, if not, convert over to the disc in the back. So you don't have to waste money with the Wheelwood and the Bear. You don't have to waste money with the QA1 in the front if you don't want to. If you want to do a frame off build, it'll take them 1 day to take your front end off, your motor and trans out, and knock your whole suspension off. And then the next day they come in, they can take the frame off the car. They got your frame taken off in a day and a half's work. And that's actually less than 24 hours of time. You can send it to, you can get, if you don't have the money for powder coating the frame, I would highly suggest that you at least take the frame down, get any metal work done, any grazing done on the floor, coat the floor, protect that metal, and then get the frame blasted or sand that frame down the best, because you can get all the nicks and crayons once you get it off the car. And then you can paint that frame, get it right, get it A1, and then put it back up with new body mounts. Y'all go Google body mounts for a car and see how much it costs. It's not an arm and a leg. So a lot of people are like, oh, I gotta spend it. No. And if I want to do that frame all build with this and I don't want to do all that crazy stuff to it, I don't have to go QA1 in the front. The only thing I might upgrade in the front is a Swaling bar, because they were poor on this car when they made it. I can get one off a police car and put it on here. And I could order that one brand new. It's companies that make them brand new. Also, my whole suspension is going to be brand new. Y'all seen in my other videos, watch my other videos. I got all of the suspension pieces damn near except for one shaft kit, I think. And I'm missing the coilovers. You can sand down your control arms and paint them. All these brackets behind the bumper and stuff, you can sand all those down. You can get a plastic tub in your garage and sit it in the chemicals and leave it in there for a day or two and let it eat all the acid off. Put the rubber gloves back on, pull all of them out, let them dry, treat it, and prime and coat everything. The colors that you want to do. If you want to do that, you don't gotta go pay everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I'm not gonna even say no company name, shout out to them anyways, but you don't have to do that if you want to save money. If your motor knob is blown or whatever, if they can't save the block, get whatever motor setup that you want to get. In this case, if I want to keep this motor, all I have to do literally is when the motor's taken out and the trans is taken out, my trans moves so smooth, it shifts so smooth that my body does not jerk not one bit when those gears change. I could easily have that taken out, degreased and blasted off, have everything taken off of it. They can, prep it, paint it whatever color I want. That's not an arm and a leg to get this taken out and cleaned down, blasted down, whatever, and paint it. Of course, some upgrades will be made. That's not an arm and a leg. You could do that check to check if you don't own a business or whatever. It's not rocket science. Also, once everything's up to par, I made some upgrades on the intake. I could put another pulley kit on here, a billet pulley kit on here. Bro, if I put a billet pulley kit on here, this big ass compressor will not be right here. It'll be a nice aluminum looking or chrome one somewhere over here. That pulley kit, I have it somewhere over here, which this big ass hose right here won't even be right here. It'll be a way cleaner setup. You'll see less hoses, less wires, fresh paint. I'm talking fresh paint, like fresh everything. You know what I'm saying? Fresh everything. Let me get this, get my tripod right real quick, y'all. I'm sorry about that. I'll be able to get everything right. Everything right, man. You feel me? Everything right. And you'll just see that fresh paint, billet pulley kit, serpentine belt. Not two. This is two different belts. It's the old setup. You know what I'm saying? Brand new, painted, water pump, like everything. It'll be so clean, you'll be able to touch it and eat your food. You'll be able to eat your food off the air cleaner when all that's done. You know what I'm saying? And after they do all that stuff, they'll keep the motor out. Guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna keep the motor out until what? Until they get done prepping all of this stuff. They're gonna take the brake boost off. That's gonna be brand new. A new one's getting put on. You could replace your windshield wiper motors if you want to. Or windshield, yeah. I think I got one motor back there. Some people got two. I think I got one. You can replace all of that. It's not a can of worms under here, man. It's nice. It's really nice. It's not rusted out. I can have these painted separate colors. I could paint this myself, or I could powder coat it myself. You just make sure you grease it up when you put it back on, so when it's sliding up against this stuff, it's not getting scratched up over time. This is nothing, y'all. This is nothing. It's just time. It's just time. So stop worrying about, oh man, he got the LS the way to go. LS the way to go. It's a good way to go, and big block is a good way to go as well. keep that in mind. Build your car how you want to build it, and it's gonna be nice no matter what nobody say to you. But I would highly advise you to please get it done right, man. Please get it done right. I see a lot of y'all, it does not cost an arm and a leg to get new bolts. Had them, when they take the bolts out, bro, some of y'all letting them paint it right over the bolts. If that's cool with you, that's cool with you. But come on, I'm telling you, you can have them just like at least loosen them up a little bit or something, so when they paint, the paint don't stick the bolt to the actual part. Or they could just take everything apart. Take everything apart, they can paint it. Stainless steel bolts will look 10 times better under your hood when it's done. Imagine all of these bolts, stainless steel, all of this fresh black. It'll be some different colors as well. I got that ocean blue in the interior inside there. You can't really see past the hood. So I'm gonna have that color carrying on certain areas of the motor and the suspension. A lot of like billet aluminum stuff under here. It'll be less black than what it is now. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Get you a car that's not in bad shape. Take your time with it. You do not have to follow everybody else. You use your budget on your car. You'll win. These little bumpers right here, this is nothing but rubber. Let me focus in. There's nothing but rubber and metal screw. Dude, they sell these like by the bag or the box. Like you probably get damn, I'm yanking on this. You could probably get a box of 20 of these or something. And that's probably more than what the car even needs. You only need like a few of them. You probably get like a box of like 10 of them for $10 probably. But a lot of y'all crying, talking about, I'm not putting that much money in my car. You don't got $10 for that. You don't got a couple $100 to replace all of these. This one. Oh, it don't got no nut at the bottom. Okay. You don't got that clip at the bottom that's supposed to have. That's cool. Anyways, I'm gonna deal with all that. This whole piece probably not gonna even be right here. It's gonna be gone, and it's gonna be an aluminum fan under here with an electric dual fans. Come on, bro. What we even talk about? We're gonna get into this some more, y'all. If y'all want a part 2, just let me know. We could discuss some more. Y'all can hit me up. Y'all can write me on Instagram at The Great. I just made a new one actually, y'all. If y'all get a chance, go follow it. The Great One, ENT, and I still got The Great _ LC. That's DAGREAT. Go ahead and hit me up. Let me know like what topics I should have touched during this video. If y'all want me to make a second video or part 2 about it, I could do so. Just let me know. I got y'all. Like, that's what I'm here for. Like, just to, you know what I'm saying, keep y'all entertained and just talk about some stuff that makes sense. We got a lot of people out here talking about stuff that don't make sense. It is what it is. God bless. I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing to the channel, bro. I love y'all, man. I gotta get some sleep. I gotta hit the road tonight. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for watching consistently. Y'all the ones that keep me going. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the ones that's gonna keep me going and keep me building this car, building the next car, and the next car after that, and the next car after that, and the next car after that. Y'all probably gonna be the ones that's gonna keep me going and having me starting to do raffles, starting to do this, starting to do that, starting up car shows. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to thank y'all right now, and I'm gone.